Yeah, and I think hay is enough.
Yeah. Well, everybody on boats.
Well, the thing about saying hay is that when you're paddling, it prevents you having to remove your hands from the paddle.
Yeah. So is the eagle nest that you guys saw up the creek?
It's down the creek.
Well, there's something out here that I wanted to see. It was a while ago. Maybe I can find it again. It's around this next bend. There's the right here.
There's this house up here that looks kind of modest, you know, like something we could afford. And then if you look beyond the trees a little bit, you see it goes on for like a city block. I'm going, oh, maybe not. Yeah.
I was out at Pebble Beach in and our friend was telling us that the lot sell for $3.5 million or something like that, and then like the total value of the property with the house on it's like $5 million. So the house is like half as much as the property itself.
Yeah.
This one guy is up the hill a little bit, so he bought the house down below him so that he could have he didn't have strangers living in front of him.
And so that they couldn't build up an obstructed view.
Yeah. And then another guy paid $500,000 to bury the power lines that ran in front of his house so he could have an unobstructed view of the bay.
Well, if you got that kind of money, I could totally see that.
Maybe we'll just do the hamster dance as the theme for all this.
And now we know that our paddles float because John let one loose.
That's another story.
One day in like 100 years, like we were doing it here at Uncle's house.
Thank you. Oh, we're gonna move. So when you come to visit New York, yeah, we already know how to do that.
You guys just knew all the way across New York City.
Oh yeah.
Weird.
Did you see 14.5? No, ours.
Yeah. Right.
No, it's 14.5.
That's what.
14.5.
They go for 16. They go a lot longer than that, I think. You could have got one that's like wider. There wasn't there one that's like 35 inches wide. This is a 30.
Yeah, the fishing boats I think are wider, so that they're more stable.
Well, I don't see you complaining about that.
Well, they go faster if they're not wider than what you know.
Somebody tried to lost the fishing line.
Yeah.
I was out doing a survey the other day on a pier, and someone threw out their line, and it hit a seagull. And the seagull, like, made a noise, and, like, swooped down to the water, but then, like, flew off. And the guy was like, oh my God, thank God it wasn't an eagle. There were, like, feathers out on the water from hitting
Still a creature.
Yeah. I was like, that poor seagull.
Well, it's easier on the way back.
Well, I thought the water was going upstream.
Well, we were just hitting high tide when we were taking off, and so the tide's going to be going out, and we've got the current going.
Oh, good.
I wouldn't know that much is happening right here.
So we have a tendency to kind of be workforce because we want to, if we've been renting, we want to see how far we could go. And now we're just trying to take ourselves a new ride. Hello, pigeon. Whoop, whoop.
The exotic pigeon.
But why are there monkeys? Those are very naked ones. So you guys are giving us a leisurely paddle. Plus, for some reason, it took us a while to figure out how to make ourselves go, and we had a lot of wind.
Yeah, I don't like to work too hard.
I don't know why they don't eat it.
This is all fresh water here, right?
Yeah, well,
You think it's brackish?
it's going to be brackish, yeah. That's why they left Jamestown. People kept getting sick.